Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. Let's turn this up. Good morning. How are you doing today? Good morning. Good morning, Miss Gloria. How are you? Good morning, Teresa. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Thank you so much for following. I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the follow button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning. Hi, Elijah. I see my country flag. Good morning. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Double tap as you come in the room. Share the stream out. Let somebody know I'm here. I am live. And we are ready to command our day. Right? Yes. Yes, we are. So come on in. Come on in. Let me share. Let me do that. Let me share. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. Thank you. I appreciate it. I broke my phone yesterday. I'm so upset. Fell out of my pocket when I was getting in my car. And now I have a cracked screen. I don't like that. Good morning, Teresa. I don't like that at all. Got a cracked screen. Don't like that. Good morning, Teeks. How are you? How are you doing? I was just talking about my phone. I broke it yesterday. Yep. I was getting in the car and it fell out of my pocket. You're trying to be okay? What you trying to do? What you trying to do? Hey, Tech, how are you? I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. All right, come on in. Ooh, good, good, good. I love those numbers. Awesome, awesome. Let me share and then we'll get right into it. Let me share and then we'll get right into it. Good morning, Liz. Good morning. Ooh, I love where the numbers are at. Good morning, everyone. Y'all came in so fast. I love it. Good morning, good morning. Welcome. Hey, good morning, Eileen. I look like spring. Yes. I've changed over my wardrobe so it is spring compliant, right? So it is spring compliant because, yeah, I had to change it over, put away all my winter stuff, and now ready for spring, right? All right, so good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor with a focus in productivity and mindset. Welcome to my virtual space. I'm live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We gather here, we get our mindset together, we set our intentions for the day, we get some strategies, and we go out and we execute. We're going places, we're doing major things, we're getting our lives all the way together. So welcome. Hey, Melissa, how are you? Hit that follow button if you have not done so yet, so you will get the notification whenever I go live. All right. Now, we like to get started here with our gratitude check-in. So what you're going to do for me is drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. We practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not complaining about what's missing, who's not here, what's not big enough. No, we're finding things to be grateful for. So I want you to drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy, but find something, find a few things that you're absolutely grateful for today. Grateful for everything. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Grateful. I've got life. Yes. Awesome. I love that. I love that. Hey, Kelvin, how are you? Grateful for the big three. Awesome. Grateful for another day and my family. Grateful for favor. I love that, Tiff. I love that. Now, the big three, for those of you who are new here, is life, health, and strength. So if those are the things that you're grateful for, you can drop the big three in the comments. Teresa says, my kids. Awesome. Love it. Grateful for food, shelter, clothing, the right mind. Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Again, we practice gratitude every day. Every day we're finding something to be grateful for. Promise you, it's going to shift your mindset. It's going to shift the outcome of whatever it is that you're walking through when you're able to sit in that place of gratitude. You may not have all that you need right now, but find something to be grateful for. Totally shifts your mood, shift how your emotional status is working, right? So stay in that place of gratitude. Now, our theme for this year as a community is executive living. We're focusing on operating our lives like a Fortune 500 company, and we are the executive over it. Good morning, Danny. How are you? So we're the executive over our company. So with that theme, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. The first one, I am an effective executive over my life. Thank you so much for typing it. I am an effective executive over my life. And then the second mantra, I only exude executive energy. I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I'm organized. I only exude executive energy. I'm focused, I'm disciplined, I'm organized. So I will not allow anyone to throw me off my game. I'm going to remain focused because I know the end goal that I desire. I know what I want to see in my life when I get to the end of the year. And I'm going to stay disciplined because not every day you're going to feel like doing it, but you got to do it anyways. That's what discipline is. And then you have to be organized. You can't be everywhere doing everything, being mixed up in everything. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. If you want to get those results by the end of the year, you cannot be everywhere. You can't do everything. Okay, so we're going to remain organized with the things that are important for us or important for the goal that we're working on. Good morning. Is that Life is Precious? Let me see. Yep. Good morning. How are you? It's going up so fast. Yes. So again, the two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Number one, I am an effective executive over my life. And the second one, I only exude executive energy. All right. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. Good morning, Patty. How are you? All right. So here we go. Good morning, Mr. Bean. Good morning. How are you? So here we go. I'm going to pray for all of us. And then you're going to type in the comments, amen. It says that you agree with the prayer, right? So here we go. You're doing good. Great, great. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, so here we go. Hey, full energy. How are you? Here we go. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Barbie. How are you? Good morning, Sam. So that is our prayer, the 23rd Psalm. Thank y'all so much for typing amen. Thank you. All right, so we're going to keep it moving and we're going to move right into our affirmation. Yes, I did, Miss Gloria. I did. He has plans for today, so you'll catch the replay. But thank you for checking in. Thank you. All right, let's keep it moving. Thank you, Barbie. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get right into our affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself. And then you're going to type in the comments, I agree. All right, so here we go. I'm capable. I'm responsible. I am grateful. I'm focused on growth. I control my attitude. I'm authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself. and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. And I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can own it. I can heal from it. I can recover. I can grow. Nothing is impossible for me. Good morning, Maggie. Nothing is impossible for me. So I want you to stay in that mindset. All right. As you're thinking about your big goals, your major goals that you want to accomplish this year, nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can overcome it. Nothing is impossible for me. All right. I want you to stay in that mindset. Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's see if I can stick with the time today. Ooh, I forgot something. Hold on. I forgot my book. Hold on. Don't move. Let me get my book. Okay. I am back. I forgot my book. All right. So let's jump right into some announcements really quickly. For those of you who you may have came on late, you didn't hear me introduce myself as a master life coach and mentor. And with that, I do have a coaching community and I have a mentorship program. So if you would like to work with me, you can message me the word mentor. We can discuss the options that are available for you to work with me. Okay. For those of you who are determined to execute on those major life goals that you have, you need some accountability. You need some systems. You need strategy to get to your next level. You're going to message me the word mentor and we'll discuss the options that are available for you to work with me. Okay. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. This coming Thursday, we will be in our group counseling session. For those of you, or if you know somebody that struggles with emotional regulation, that is what we will be discussing this coming Thursday in our group counseling session. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It will not be a live stream. So if you want the details to get in the room with us, you're going to message me the word counseling. You're going to message me the word counseling. Okay. All right. So again, that's this coming Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, group counseling session on emotional regulation. If you know somebody, if you are that person that could use some help, you need some tools on how to regulate your emotions effectively, you want to be in a room. So message me the word counseling and I'll get you the details so that you can be in the room with us. All right. Good morning, Senko. How are you? All right. Let's jump right into the word of the day. Let's do that. Where? Okay. Okay, you came in late. I'm Jamaican. I did not say that. I know you came in late, but I didn't say where I was from. I'm not too sure if that matters, but I'm Jamaican. All right, here we go. Let's get into the word of the day. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to try to stick to my time today. Why isn't this thing working? I'm going to try to stick to my time today. So, the word of the day. Let's get into 154. Yes. The same country that Bolt is from. Yes, the same country that Bob Marley is from. Good morning, Keisha. How are you? Yes, that's the same country that I'm from. Yep. All right, so the word of the day is prioritization. Okay? And we are on page 95 of the Bold Moves Manual. Good morning, Fortitude. So we're on page 95. Yes, we're on page 95 in the Bold Moves Manual. And Ready, Set, Glow is giving you the information on where you can get your copy. Okay? Okay? Why would I lie about where I'm from, my friend? Why would I lie about where I'm from? Okay. All right, let's stay focused. Okay, so the Bold Moves Manual, we're working through the word of the day from the Bold Moves Manual. Today, we're going to be on page 95, okay? We're going to be on page 95. We're talking about the art of prioritization and how important it is if you want to accomplish the goals that you're going after this year, okay? You have to understand how to prioritize, okay? All right, so by definition, it is the ability to focus on what matters most, okay? It's the ability to focus on what matters most. It is the difference between being busy and being effective, all right? You can be busy doing a whole lot of things that are not a priority to where you're going or for the goals that you have. But if you're effective, you're focusing on what matters most. Or to be effective, you have to focus on what matters most. Now, many people feel overwhelmed, not because they lack time, right? But because they do not know what to focus on first. So many things on the table, they don't know what to focus on first. Good morning, pretty girl London. How are you? Now, success is not doing everything. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. And this is where a lot of people, they fall short because they don't know what to do and what time to do it, when to do it, right? They don't know. They just don't know. So they get that paralysis, get in that paralysis mode, and they don't do anything. They get stuck. All right. So again, success is not about doing everything. It's about doing the right thing at the right time. Now, today we're going to break down prioritization into key areas: clarity, choices, and consistency. Okay. Clarity, choices, and consistency. So let's look at clarity. Clarity is knowing what truly matters. Are you clear on what truly matters in this season of your life? Not what mattered 10 years ago, but what matters today, now, in this season, right? What matters for the goals that you're trying to accomplish? Before you can prioritize effectively, you must know what is most important to you, okay? You must identify your core priorities, what truly matters in your life, in your work, in your business. That is what you're building right now. What matters most? Thank you, Teeks. Thank you. So you can list your top 5 priorities. For example, faith, family, business, or job if you do not have a business, your job, health, or your finances. You can list your top 5. So knowing this, you can now pay attention to these 5 things. And we talked about balance before. If you didn't catch the live stream on balance, I recommend that you watch the replay. It's on my YouTube. I'm the Productivity Coach on YouTube. Or if you can find it on my Facebook, I'm Anika V. Brown there. So I did a teaching on balance, right? So yes, we've identified the top 5 priorities, But depending on the season that you're in, you're going to determine which of them gets the most attention. Okay? So even though you know your top 5 priorities, it's not going to be possible for you to give equal time to all 5 of them at once. That is not true balance. Okay? So depending on the season that you're in, you're going to determine, am I giving most of my time to my faith in the season because things are going haywire and I really need to make sure that I'm solid in my faith, right? Does it mean that this season that I'm walking through, there's so much turmoil going on in my family? I have to make my family a priority at this time, right? I have to give them the most time on my schedule because I want things to get back in line. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. Or if you have a job or a business and you have set some goals for this year and you really want to get this business up and running, do I need to give this business most of my time? Now, communication has to be done with this. Okay, so you got to communicate with your family. Hey, I'm trying to build legacy here. If I get this business up and running, this is going to do amazing things for us as a family. So I have to give some extra time to this business here and now in this season. Okay, communication is important when it comes to balancing these things. Okay, I hope you understand. I hope it made sense. So depending on the season of life that you're in, yes, you know what your top 5 priorities are, but depending on what is going on in your life, you're going to determine how to split up your time between your top 5 priorities. Okay? Watch the replay on balance. That will help you to understand a little bit more on how you're going to split your time up. Okay? All right. Great. So you got to identify your top 5 priorities. Okay? Now, you can also think about what tasks brings the greatest impact, right? Use that to determine your priorities. Like I said, maybe you're in a season where you're trying to get this business up and running or this organization up and running. If you have a family, again, you're going to communicate. This is going to make a great impact in all of our lives, right? I'm building legacy. If I'm no longer here, you're going to be able to take this over. So let me put my attention here for now. Okay, so communicate. Just give me some time. Let me get this organization up and running because it's going to make a great impact in our lives and in our bloodline. Okay? All right. So again, you can think about what task brings the greatest impact. Also think about what distractions are wasting your time so you can get rid of them. Address these elements as you identify them. Okay? Don't let them stretch on and stretch out too long because it's wasting your time. Wasting your time. You could have covered more ground if you just sat down and figure out what is the priority. Okay? All right. Now let's talk about urgency versus importance because this is a big element of how you're going to prioritize what you have to do. Okay? So let's talk about urgency versus importance. I love the breakdown of the Eisenhower matrix. I talk about it a lot. So let's work through it. Let's go through it. For those of you who are just coming in the room, we're on page 95 of the Bold Moves Manual. So what I'm reading, it's in this book. Okay? All right. So we're on page 95 today. Page 95 today. Talking about the art of prioritization. That's not it. There we go. Okay. So this is where we're at. You have a question? Okay, let me go back and see. Let's see. I missed your question. Okay, what if you are in an environment where it's best you move in silence, family not supportive? Okay, so if you are in that environment, then yes, move in silence. But again, if your family is not supportive, then there really isn't any need to communicate what the goal that you're working on. Because if they're going to talk you out of it, then it doesn't make sense to communicate, right? It doesn't make sense to communicate. So if you're in an environment that does not support what it is that you're doing, and you know that this is the thing that you have to do to shift some things in your life, do it. Okay? So if they're not supportive of it, it doesn't make sense to communicate. It doesn't. Because all they're going to do is talk you out of it. All right? All right, great. Let me see. Do you have another question here? Right, absolutely. God gave you the dream and not your family. And the thing that you're working on, sometimes, say you're building an organization, it's not necessarily for them. So you cannot let what they're going to say deter you from doing it. Okay? So that is a great point. I didn't click by accident. Going to law school, had to turn my back on the audience. Okay? All right, yeah. Sometimes you're going to have to go at it alone, and that is okay. For most of us that desire to do greater things and become more, right? Not everybody's going to agree, so you're going to have to go at it alone. Okay? Get used to your own company. Get used to encouraging yourself, or find an outside group that is heading in the same direction as you and get support there. Okay, I like to tell the story of or reiterate what Lisa Nichols said. She had to leave her family behind, go be great, and then come back and help them, because they didn't get it. They didn't understand it. They would always say to her, why are you around this different group of people? Why are you always traveling all the time? Every time you're going here, going there. So she had to leave her family behind, go be great, and then come back. You should listen to her story. I love her story. Lisa Nichols, she's a major speaker. You should listen to her story. For those of you who are struggling with balancing your family's opinion and the great thing that you want to do, listen to her story. Because a lot of times, even Tyler Perry says it, that there's some family members that you cannot take with you. His example that he gave is that there are certain individuals, if you bring them up with you, the altitude may hurt them. Okay? So you're going to have to leave them at the level that they're at. And not that you're going to talk down to them, or now you're this and you're bigger than them. No, it's not in that sense. They're okay at the level where they're at. And if you try to bring them up with you, the altitude may hurt them, because they're not determined to do the mindset shift that is necessary for where you're going, right? They don't have your level of diligence and stick-to-itness to get there, right? So if they're okay on the level that they're at, leave them there and you keep going, okay? Because if you stay behind because they don't want to grow, you're going to get so frustrated with yourself, because that desire within you, that goal that you have, that personal aspiration that you have, that's not going to leave you. It's not going to leave you, because that is what you were created to do. You're always going to have that desire. And every time you see somebody doing the thing that you wanted to do, you're going to get so frustrated with yourself. You're going to get so mad at yourself. So the best thing that you can do, love them. Love them where they're at, and you keep growing. You keep going. Okay? I know it's a hard thing. I know. And they may come with the guilt trip. Oh, who do you think you are now? Remember when you were this, and remember I had to do this for you? They may come with that. And you just have to understand, okay, it's the level of their mindset. It is where they're at. They can't see beyond where they're at. So I'm still going to love them, but I'm going to keep growing. Okay? All right? I've seen it. People come at you with, remember when you were this? Remember when you were doing that? Who do you think you are now? Trying to go so high, trying to do this, trying to build this. They will come at you. But you got to stay focused. Remain focused on the goal. This is where I'm going. They don't get it now, but let me get myself together. And then when I come back, they're going to ask you. I promise you, they're going to ask you, how did you do that? How did you get there? How did you build that? Okay? If they're humble enough, they will ask you, How did you do that? How did you become that? How did you defy the odds? Because society said you shouldn't be successful, right? Society said, based on the mistakes that you made, based on your background, you should not be successful. So how did you do that? If they're humble enough, they will ask you. But those who are not humble enough, they will just give you the side eye. Every time you talk about a win, every time you talk about where you're going and people that you're connecting with, they'll just give you the side eye. And that's okay. Pray for them. Okay? All right. But don't allow the non-supporting of the 2 or 3 people that you know prevent you from going to your next level and doing great things in your life. Okay? All right. True strength comes from having them around and rise like an eagle. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Do what you got to do to get to your next level. Because again, if you stay in the same room, stay at the same level, that desire to grow is not going to leave you. That desire to do the thing that you were created to do is not going to leave you. And every time you see somebody doing it, you're going to get so mad at yourself. And then you're going to have all of this resentment for the person that you decided to settle at the level that they wanted to settle at. Okay? There are a lot of connections that are unhealthy now because one person decided to settle at the level where the other person was. So even in marriages, right? There are people who are very unhappy right now because they decided to settle because the other one did not want to grow. They were just good enough with where they're at. Good enough with just sliding by day in and day out. And the other person wanted to grow but didn't take the chance. There are a lot of people who are unhappy right now because of that. So you got to make a decision. Do I settle because of what they may say or what they may do? Or do I grow? Because this desire is not going to leave me. This desire to go higher, to do more, do what I was created to do, is not going to leave. Okay? And I don't want to get 5 years down the road and all I've got is resentment and hurt within me because I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. All right, so these are things that you have to consider and you have to weigh them when it comes to success. Okay? All right? What's the most powerful cues about unsupported family? Yeah. Yep. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to address that. I'm not going to address that. All right, let's go. All right, let's talk about the Eisenhower matrix. I'm going to remain focused. Not going to let anybody pull me out. All right. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about the Eisenhower matrix. Let's talk about it. If you are wondering, okay, what should I address? What are the things that I need to make a priority right now? When I'm making out my daily schedule, right? When I'm sketching out what I need to get done today or for this week, how do I do that? Because there's so many things and all of them seem like something that I need to do. How do I do that? You're going to use the Eisenhower matrix. That's what you're going to do. Okay? So let's talk about the Eisenhower matrix. Here's what it says. Urgent and important things, you're going to do them now. Anything that is urgent and important, you're going to do it now. If it's important but not urgent, you're going to schedule it. You need a calendar. Okay? You need some sort of productivity tool. Okay? So if you don't have a physical calendar, a lot of us still use an actual calendar. If you don't have that, get you some type of productivity tool. I also use Trello. I use Trello as well, which is one that you can get. There was another one that Aaron suggested. But you got to figure out a productivity tool that is going to help you. Okay? So urgent and important things, you're going to do them now. Important but not urgent, you're going to schedule them. Okay? Hey, Alonzo, how are you? Important but not urgent, you're going to schedule them. Put them on your calendar because if it doesn't go on the calendar, it's never going to get done. Okay? Urgent but not important, you're going to delegate that. Give it to somebody else. Ask someone else if they can do it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ask someone else if they can do it. Okay? If you have someone that you can trust with tasks, with getting some tasks done, delegate it. Okay? If it's neither urgent nor important, eliminate it. Okay? You're going to get it off your list. Take it off. All right? It may seem like something that you want to do, but is it urgent? Is it important? Hey, Kay Essential, how are you? Good morning. All right, so that is the Eisenhower matrix. You can Google it if you don't remember what I said, or grab the book. Everything that I'm going over today is in the book. It's on page, what did I say, 95? Page 95, okay? So grab the book. Page 95 is on there. It's in there. Thank you, Miss Gloria. She's telling you where to get the book, all right? Where to get it. All right, so that's Eisenhower matrix. So now you have to make some time to look at your to-do list as you're considering, because we're closing out the first quarter. Can you believe that? We were just saying Happy New Year. The first quarter is done. Done. It's done. So if you haven't gotten anything done yet, I would say lock in. Okay? All right? Okay. All right. So you're going to sit down and check, yeah, it's done. The first quarter is done. Gone. It's gone. Okay. So I would say lock in, look at your to-do list and categorize your tasks using the Eisenhower matrix that I just went over. Okay. And you're going to watch how much your life changed because you're really focusing on things that are a priority to you. Okay. And you're going to find that you have more time on the clock because you're not wasting time just being busy, just doing busy stuff. No, you're doing stuff that is a priority and you're going to yield some result from those things that you're doing. Okay. Now, that was prioritization based on clarity. Now, prioritization as choices. Let's touch on that. Okay. We got time. So this is making the right decision daily. So prioritization as a choice, it's making the right decision daily. So prioritization is a daily habit, it's a daily habit that you have to do and make sure that you're making intentional choices every day, because the 24-hour that you waste, can't get it back. So prioritization has to be a part of your daily strategy because you got to think about if you're saying yes to the wrong things, then that means you're saying no to the right things. Yep. So every yes to one thing is a no to something else. So you want to make sure that you're intentional about the choices and the decisions that you're making. Okay? You have to keep in mind that every yes to something is a no to another thing. So you have to think about what is the priority? Because if I say yes to this meeting and my family is a priority right now, that means I'm saying no to them. Can I afford that? Can I afford to do that? Okay? All right. Great. All right. So if you say yes again to every meeting, you're saying no to something else. You're saying no to your family or no to your personal growth. Now, this next practice that I'm going to share with you, I love it because it helps my week go by smoothly. It helps my week to go by smoothly. Let me do this really quickly. Let me see. Okay. All right. I thought the person was saying something else. Oh, y'all are so funny in the comments. Okay. Let me stay focused. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. Okay. So here we go. This next practice, again, is one that really helps me. It helps my week run smoothly. Okay. So that's batching and time blocking. Batching and time blocking. So batching is grouping similar tasks together to avoid constant switching back and forth. Okay, what does that look like? That looks like, okay, when I sit down to do content, I'm doing content for ministry and I'm doing content for business. I'm getting my emails prepped. So all of that, I batch that together because those are similar tasks. Okay, so you got to look at your life to identify what are the tasks that are similar that you can do them in like one go. I sit down an hour to create content. So I'm working on content for business, content for ministry, and content for email. I batch all of that together because it's similar tasks. Okay. Then time blocking. You're going to block out focus time for meetings. So I have specific days that I can take meetings, or I will take meetings on those specific days at a specific time. You can block out time for rest. Okay. Instead of just reacting to the day. No, at this time, on this day, this is my shutdown time. I am resting. Okay. That is a part of your success strategy. It is. It is. Hey, Ramesh, how are you? Thank you. It's a part of your success strategy. Scheduling time for rest is a part of your success strategy. It is. Okay, so you're going to do time blocking. Time blocking is going to help you to manage and maximize your time and do it more effectively. I promise you that it works. It works. Okay, then there is energy management that you got to consider, not just time management. So energy management is when you work on important tasks when you have the most energy. This will prevent delays or setback of important tasks. Okay, so work when you have the most energy. So you're going to think about it. Okay, when am I more productive? When am I most productive? Is it in the morning time? I can knock 3 tasks out in the morning time. Or is it afternoon, right? Is it nighttime? When are you more productive? I know a lot of individuals that they can do a lot at nighttime when it is quiet, when others are sleeping. They can get a lot done at nighttime. So you have to decide, when am I most productive? So you're going to plan accordingly and get those tasks done when you have the most energy. Okay? All right? That will prevent errors and half-done projects. When you figure out, okay, this is when I'm most productive. So these 3 things, I want to get them done at this time because I have the energy for it. Okay? All right. Great, great, great. All right. Next, prioritization as consistency. Prioritization as consistency. This is building long-term discipline. Building long-term discipline. Prioritization is not a one-time decision. It's a lifestyle. It is. It's a lifestyle. Okay? It keeps me at peace because I know what's important in the moment. What do I have to do right now that is going to give me the most result or the highest return? Okay? Hey, Lexi, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for doing that. All right, so here we go. So I teach this in my mentorship program as well. I do. And it helps so much to create a great level of peace, okay? When you understand how to prioritize, it gives you peace and you flow well, all right? So here's something that you can try. You can do daily reflections, right? Reflections and planning. So you're going to start each day out with a clear plan. With a clear plan. Yes. Yep. I'm practicing it right now. I know you see it. All right. So start each day with a clear plan. Okay. If you have time, if your time allows, you're going to spend 5 minutes every morning reviewing your top 3 priorities for the day. Okay. You're going to sit down and think, what are the 3 things that I got to get done today? This is the goal that I'm working on. Today, I have 3 things that I got to get done. Let me get them done. What are they? So you got to figure that out in the morning. Write it down on paper. Okay, got to get this done. I would love to get it done before noon. Okay, or I'm going to batch them. I'm going to try to get all of them done in the afternoon. Okay, so figure it out, but get it done. Right? You can also do weekly and monthly reviews and adjust priorities as your life change. Okay, adjust it. One thing that I have in my mentorship program is a monthly review sheet. Okay, where are you? How much further do you have to go to accomplish this goal? And that is important. Tracking is important. Doing a review can also help to show you what you should cut out. hey, this thing, it was important last year. It was important 3 years ago. But this year, for the goals that I want to accomplish this year, it's not that important. So I can cut this out. Okay? Maybe it's the weekend hangout. 2 years ago, it was important because I was going through something and I needed to be around people to pull myself together. But this year, my goals are different. Okay, so this is why it's important that you're tracking and that you're evaluating and you're refining your priorities. This year, this thing is not so important, so I don't really need to do it. Okay, so make sure that you're checking in with yourself, checking in with your priorities. Because again, what may have been important last year or 2 years ago may not be important today. It may not be important today. So keep checking and refining. Okay, keep checking and refining. Let's see. Next thing, you're going to protect your priorities. You're going to protect your priorities. And this is one of my favorite lessons inside of my mentorship program. It's on boundaries. I teach on boundaries. If you don't have any boundaries in your life, people are just taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your time, taking advantage of your possession. You got to put some boundaries in place. Because a lot of individuals that I know, they're not further ahead because there's no boundaries. People just call them and say, hey, let's go here, let's go there. And you hop on the wagon and you go. There's no boundary around your time. There's no boundary around your possession. So anybody can come in, grab your car keys, they're gone, no communication. No, you need boundaries around your possession. Anybody can pop up, hey, let me hold $100. There's no boundaries around your finances and you keep getting set back. And most of the time, it happened to people with a big heart. They always want to help. They always want to support. And people take advantage of that. But you got to put some boundaries in place this year. Because you know you would be further ahead if these individuals weren't taking advantage of your time, of your resources, of your energy. You know you would be way ahead. They have you working on their goals and you have no time, no energy to work on your personal goals. Got to put some boundaries in place. Okay? All right. So setting boundaries ensures your priorities stay in place and they're protected. Okay? I can't say that loud enough. Can't say that loud enough. So if family is a priority to you, you're going to schedule family time, okay? And anybody else that wants to pull you away from that time, you're going to let them know, nope, this is a priority for me. I got to be here. So you're going to protect your time. I was showing my daughter my calendar a little while ago, like a couple of months ago. I was showing her my calendar. She was like, why is my name on your calendar? Why is my name on your calendar? That's because I'm protecting my priorities, okay? So everything that I do, I make sure I fill in her name first, right? So everything else that I do is scheduled around where her name is placed because that's a priority for me, okay? And it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. You don't have to be everywhere doing everything, supporting everything, and never what's a priority to you. And again, I know this happens a lot of time to people who have a big heart, who always want to help, always want to support. At some point, you're going to have to say, okay, what is a priority? Because you'll burn out. You'll get tired trying to be everywhere, doing everything, supporting everybody, working on everybody else's goal, and never what's a priority to you. You will burn out. You'll get frustrated. So you got to take some time to sit down and figure out what is a priority. How am I going to protect this? What boundaries am I going to put in place to protect what I consider a priority to me? Okay? Not for everybody else. What is my priority in this season? Okay? Learned this so much from your teaching. Okay, great. Awesome. All right? So that's what I want you to think about. What is a priority for me in this season? Not for everybody else. Because your schedule, once you decide to make you a priority, let's say that, make your goals a priority. Make your intentions. You want to go back to school. You want to do something greater, right? Most of the time, that is not going to work for everybody else. No, I need you here. I need you there. I need you to help me with this. I need you to do that. No, but can I make me a priority for the next 6 months? I want to go get the certificate, right? Because I want to be positioned for a promotion. Can I make me a priority? So you got to ask yourself that. Don't ask anybody else, because again, they will play that guilt trip game on you. Oh, remember when you were this and I helped you out? Oh, remember when you were that? Remember when you... No. So ask yourself, can I make me a priority for the next 6 months? Right? And even if it's not going back to school, even if it's nothing major, but you just want to rest. You just want to rest because you've been going for the longest, doing for everybody else for the longest, and you just want to rest. You want to make rest a priority for this season, for this next 2 months or 3 months. You got to sit down and really think about it, okay? Okay? All right. Great. Awesome. Blessings. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay. I'm out of time. Again, what I went over is in the book. Page 95. I'm going to have to leave it there because I'm way out of time. Yeah, I'm out of time. So you got to learn the art of prioritization. You have to learn it. Okay. So get the book, page 95. The whole strategy is there. If you can't remember the Eisenhower matrix, it's there. Okay. Right. We're not wasting time this year. We're not letting every and anything derail the goals that we have. Good morning, Reginaldo. Good morning. How are you? Okay. Is this video available on YouTube? It will be. It will be on YouTube. I want to say by 10 a.m. this morning, it will be on YouTube. Okay. My YouTube is The Productivity Coach. You can go there and watch the replay. Okay. You can find my channel, The Productivity Coach. Or on Facebook, I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. So I'll put the replay up on both of those channels so that you can catch it. Okay? All right, great. But I got to leave it there. But get the full strategy inside the book again. All right? Let's make some decrees and then I've got to go. Hey, Tatiana, how are you? Good morning. Thank you, Miss Gloria. All right, so that's my YouTube channel. She just put, let me pin it. Pin this comment. So that is my YouTube channel, okay? Snap a picture of it for those of you who want to catch the replay. Snap a picture of it and you can watch the replay there, okay? All right. Hey, Danian, I hope I said that right. All right, let's make some decrees really quickly. I got to go before my alarm goes off. Let's do that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to decree for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that, okay? There's so much power in agreement when we come together and we agree on these things. There's so much power in that. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse or savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we are blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we're victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for the day. And we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. So figure out your to-do list today and consider what is a priority. How am I going to protect what is a priority? Okay? How do I protect it? Gonna have to put some boundaries in place. All right? All right, great. So catch the replay if you need to. For those of you who want to work with me, send me a message with the word mentor, and we'll discuss the options that are available for you to work with me. If you want to be in the room in our group counseling session, message me the word counseling and I'll get the login information over to you. All right? Live YouTube. So it's going to be prioritization, the word of the day. So that's how you're going to find it. And I do believe that it shows up based on the most recent video that was uploaded. So it's going to be prioritization. Okay. That's how you're going to find it. Or just look for this dress. All right. Have a great day. I will see you all in the morning. Bye for now.